We got a lot going on in this world. Too much going on in this world. One thing I guess you can say, almost like what in the Gladiator, when old boy was like, "Are you not entertained?" surely, surely you must be entertained. But we're in some scary times right now. But I'm not an individual to be talking about a whole lot that has to do with being afraid or scared and all that stuff, man. Because shit, I'm getting tired of being scared. Every time you turn around, there's something going on in this doggone world, man, to have you on edge and all that, and I'm just tired of it. So, but you can see by the heading of this joint here I'm about to do is Plutocracy versus Aristocracy. And it's about that whole Elon Musk and Donald Trump battle. But I got a twist on this that I think y'all might find interesting because I just don't think it's just a mere fight. I believe this is as in the title, it's a battle for the state. What I mean, the concept of the state that's been in existence since the conception of the state by law in 1648, I believe. And this was a concept that was placed in by law. And it's a whole long story behind that. But first of all, let me tap in on what I'm gonna be drawing some clips from. This gentleman right here, Apollo, the original. Man, y'all gotta go check this man channel out. He's doing some phenomenal things. Phenomenal things. And after I got done watching one of his clips here, and you can check this one out right here. Uh, it was more that put me up on this. And more was on my head about watching this joint, right? Took me a minute to get around to it. I think I referred to this last live we did. And I got over there on it, man. And I started watching the thing. And I forget the name of the bishop right here, with his hands, folded right here. But I watched it. I'm making comments, come hype on. I'm making comments on it. And the brother right here, Apollo, which is the his channel that interviewed the black bishop, and he commenting back and forth with me, but I'm kind of going in on it. But maybe listen, y'all got to watch this, man. Y'all got to watch it. I see your comment, man. Give me a minute. Y'all got to watch this. I swear y'all got to watch this. That joint there was powerful. But halfway through it, I keep commenting. I'm damn near writing a book. I'm writing stuff so long. But the brother Apollo being patient with me until eventually he asked me, have I watched it all? So I caught the hint and stopped bothering that man. But by the time I got done watching it, now some of my takes of what the bishop went through is a little different, but not to take away from what the bishop did. Man, the bishop put down a hell of a dissertation, man. And it was well researched. And Apollo deserves all the credit. And at that point, I started calling him Brother Apollo because what him putting that show on, that really did a lot for us, people of color and things of that sort, because the brother was speaking about the Black Boule I. And he went real deep, controversial, but deep. And the brother Apollo had him on his channel, man. And he deserves all the utmost credit for that. Let me show y'all this again. Then I'm going to get to the comments over here. Y'all got to go check that out, man. I even left the amount of time, the time on it. You know what I'm saying? You have to go check that out. This is serious. This is real serious. And it gives you, and I got a couple of clips in it that I'm going to review. But man, I can't say enough about it. Let me get these comments over here. No, that go more is right there. That go more. More, man. More told me about that joint, man. I had to jump on that. Man, listen here. And I thought I was the only one. Now I know the pastor out there, the bishop out there. Excuse me, y'all. And oh damn, hold up, y'all. Hey, cuz. All right, okay, that's what's up. See you tapped in. Appreciate you, babe. Love you. Yeah. And yeah, as I was saying, and he said, I'm the only one teaching this. And I'm like, listen, I know what you're talking about, you know, but I was thinking, because the spirit gave me the book, and I'm not trying to get real, spiritual on you guys, nothing. But the spirit gave me this book right here, man. Excuse me, y'all. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me. That I had to do. Hold on a minute. I'm sorry about that. That I ended up doing, and this is talking about the whole economy and how it's based from out of the church and so on. And it was given to me. And so the bishop, when he was going over a lot of this stuff was the same stuff that I got into my book. And for y'all that's coming on now, this is the video right here that I'm gonna be using some of as I go through this thing with Trump and all that. So I had to get back with more. That's the one that just said, "What up, Doe?" And I put him up on a little something so we go take a look at it. I think I'm gonna mention it tonight, but I'm gonna do something on the Black Boule probably maybe in a because it's a lot that goes in with that because I really want to school y'all on that to show y'all what's going on. Let me get these comments again. Now that right there, that's my big bro right there. What's up, big bro? Now for all y'all watching, and for all y'all gonna watch later, this gentleman right here was my counselor in the Fed joint. Real good man, a brother right there. Real good man. And despite all the craziness I was in there for, this man was not judgmental of me. And the gentleman told me when I got out to go into trucking. Now he driving some big long ass trucks, man. He this motherfucker, he be transporting them damn windmills. I don't know how the hell he do it. But listen here, very good man right here. Very good man. Nice seeing you, brother. Appreciate you coming through. That's my big bro right there. What's happening, more? I finally brought your book last night. I'm going to, yeah, man, start checking that thing out. You're really going to find some really good information in that book, brother. Real good information. Okay, we got Deep Thought on here. What's up, bro? More have been asking about you, Deep Thought. I told you about that earlier, but Deep Thought wanted to come on here tonight, but Deep Thought had to go to work, so he couldn't come in and do his thing. But I want to get him on here so we can go through the whole Black Boule thing and all that. You know what I'm saying? But what's a Deep Thought if I'm slipping? If you can catch me, let me know. You know. And of always, more. That's a baby mama telling you good. I mean, I've been talking about you, baby mama, all the time. For sure. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and slide on this topic, man. But what I want y'all to know, Trump is going through a lot, man. Trump is going through a whole lot, but I think we're in a position now that we're about to go through a whole lot in this country. I think we're in a position now to where we going through, I don't know if y'all familiar with the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments. They call that the Reconstruction period. I really believe we're about to go through another Reconstruction period. I see your comments. Give me a minute. And this thing that Elon Musk is doing to Trump is so unfair. And I'm going to show you why in a minute, but I want to show you these two things first. I want to show you the definitions of how I've entitled this. Plutocracy. And you see right there, governed by the wealthy. Okay. Now you see right here, aristocracy and high class, center society, especially hereditary titles and all that. Now understand, aristocracy comes from arist, which means in Greek, it means better or best of all the rest. So when you see aristocracy, because some actual priest names are Eris, some this or Arius and all of that, which means best. Okay. Let me go ahead and tap these comments over here. Okay, we got some. Okay, deep thoughts say got me, which I already know that. Okay, we got Hood. I don't know what the hell I chopped that damn name up, so I ain't gonna fuck with it. Elon supported the Trump paid assassination hit on Nipsey Hussle. Twitter 30/29 day before reporting. That's interesting. I'm not familiar with that. I'm not familiar with that. I'm not saying that it's not true, but I'm gonna definitely have to look off into that. That sounds interesting. But appreciate you, Hood. I mean, we ain't never seen you up in here before, man. I hope that you'll continue to tap in with us because we about to get on down through there. It's out still and the disc Wiz Khalifa as well as the cover mocking Wiz. That's interesting. That's interesting there. And Elon tweeted clearly as day symbolism tweets attacks on Nimsey. Well, the thing with Nimsey, it was Nimsey and somebody else. I know Nimsey was supposed to do the thing with Dr. Sabi or something like that, and they're saying that could have been an issue with that. But you definitely need to watch that the what's the name that I put up with the assassination of Kobe Bryant over there on Apollo's channel. If you need to run it back, I showed that already. You got quite a few things here, my brother, but I'm gonna probably have to get to them in a minute because I want to get off into the show. But I definitely see you and I appreciate you. Okay, now this is what I want to say. When the United States was developed, well, how can I go quick? Because I'm not trying to take y'all through a whole lot. When I say aristocracy with Trump, I'm basically speaking about, I still believe that the nation state was basically of the Westphalia Agreement of 1648. That was developed after Martin Luther of the Lutheran Church or the Protestant Church had attacked the Catholic Church. He attacked the Catholic Church, but he also attacked the monarchy over in Germany. And he said at that point, we will not be ruled by kings, queens, and popes. And that there, you had another event that happened after that, and that was the printing press that came along, where they were able to start printing Bibles and printing information and start getting it out to people. Okay, that right there caused the issue between the feudalistic mind and the, let's say, Illuminati type, just to put you in an idea. Okay, so from that drive, it started to kind of force the kings and queens and all that hierarchical order out of power. So that's how you got the creation of the nation state in 1648. The United States was an example of that nation state. And I can prove all this to you, but the nation state still had to get authority from a sovereign because all nations are placed up on territories. Like the United States, you have the United States, but you also have the territories of the United States. The United States is just a section. United States government or United States of America is just a section of the territories that is sitting on that's under its control. Okay, just to try to make it as simple as possible. Now, the plutocracy that I'm talking about, that I think Elon represents, and by Elon doing this attack that he's doing on Trump because they're having a disagreement, because I think the fundamental parts or structures of the government is about to change. And I'm gonna go off into that a little more. But let me go ahead and where we at? Let me go ahead and slide on one of these videos to go ahead and get us started. Let me see. Oh, I got this little funny thing here. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna catch the comment, then I'm gonna get deeper into this joint.
Elon, get in here. I heard what you said.
That your bill is an abomination?
Yeah, say it to my face.
Your bill's a fucking abomination.
You know what? This is the problem with you, immigrant. They let you in, you overstay your visa, you have tons of kids, take a lot of jobs away, bring in a lot of drugs, frankly, everybody knows it, and then all you do is criticize, criticize, criticize.
What the fuck are you gonna do? Deport me?
You're a little pale for that.
I thought that was kind of to break up a little funny in there. But the issue that happened, Trump put Elon out and cut him off basically from the White House. This started a whole shit show, started going back and forth again on Trump's social media, I think Rumble, and then Elon Musk. Elon Musk accused Trump saying that he didn't release all the Epstein files because Trump is actually in the whole Epstein debacle. And then it was going back and forth, different saying things of the sort. And with Trump saying that Elon telling Trump, the only reason you in there as president is because I helped you win. You're ungrateful. Then they went back and forth to the point Trump was talking about cutting the subsidies off that Elon gets, because Elon gets a hell of a lot of subsidies from the United States government. Okay. So that's where we are now. And it's just really not good right now. It's entertaining, but it's not good. Let's grab this comment. Okay. Hood. Let me see. Diddy was set by Trump and O's Diddy. You getting into some deep stuff, and I do think that Trump is going to go ahead, even though the charge against with that Elon made against Trump. I'm thinking it may make it a little bit difficult, but I'm still thinking Trump is going to do it because I think Trump definitely got something up his sleeve. I hope I put that up. I think Trump definitely got something up his sleeve, Hood. But I think you spot on that. So this is what I want to get to. The whole going back and forth led to Elon posting this. It is time to create a new political party in America that actually represents 80% in the middle. And you see you had 81% that voted yes on that. And you see over 3 million people voted in this particular scenario. And I don't know when that ended, but that's when I got it. I clipped it and I put it in here. Okay. So that is a direct challenge to Trump. Trump even came back today and pretty much warned Elon that if he jumps out there and tries to donate any money to the Democratic Party to run interference on him, that it was going to be a problem. Elon has been in Congress trying to persuade some of the actual congressmen not to vote for the big, beautiful bill. I see the comments. Give me a hot second. I'm trying to cook for a minute. Okay. Now, this is what we got to understand. What we got to understand is what we're faced with. This is what I believe that we're faced with right now. It's Yanis Varoufakis, I believe that's his name is, the economic he's the economic guy over in Greece before it fell, or over there when it had an economic crash. This is what he said right here. And Thought put me up on this. Yanis advocates for replacing democracy with a kind of techno-feudal state. What did I tell you? Aristocracy is feudalism. For the government to be ran like a corporation with the president as CEO. And that right there, my good people, is a form of plutocracy. This is what I mean, and I'm going to get your comments. When you had the Magna Carta, people keep talking about the Magna Carta, but they don't understand the Magna Carta, and I personally feel the Constitution of the United States did not have nothing to do with us directly. Now, the Magna Carta that was done was between the King John at that time, and the barons of England. The Pope had to come in and arbitrate. Now, when the Magna Carta was put into law, that created your whole judicial system. And it created 3 bodies of government. The robber barons was just that, robber barons. They went around and they robbed city-states. And they had to pay a tax to the king. Now, when they got ready to run up on the king and overthrow the king, he went to the Pope. So that's how your Magna Carta got created. But the barons ended up becoming, or you got the term charter that started to come from that whole agreement, because Magna Carta means Magna, great, Carta, charter, great charter. If you look up charter, like I said before, charter means corporation. So the barons became corporations. Okay? Now, when the city state or the nation state was created and through the Westphalia of 1648, that's how you got your presidents and all of that, which is similar to corporations, but the nation state is a sovereign state. So when you had the United States, be patient with me. When you had the United States formed, the United States had three legislative branches: executive, legislative, and judicial. Now, your executive branch represents the state. The executive branch ain't for the people. The executive branch is for the benefit of the nation state, the United States of America. Okay? Your legislation is the ones that represent the people. The Constitution is the agreement of how the executive branch will cooperate by law with the legislative branch, similar to the Magna Carta. The Magna Carta legislated the agreement of operation between the king and the robber baron. The robber baron now represents the corporation. The king now represents the executive branch. The third branch is the judicial branch, which was formed to arbitrate disagreements between the executive branch and the legislative branch. That's why you always see the president suing and the legislative branch suing the president. That's what all that is about. It has nothing to do with the people. They say that the country rules for the sovereignty of the people is based on your legislation. By you voting, you give away your sovereignty to the legislative branch. Okay? Let me get to some of these comments. Then we're going to cook a little more. Where we at? Okay, Sosa. What's up, baby? I'm happy to see you in here, family. Ain't seen you in a minute. Okay. All right, I see Hood talking to Kev. That's what's up. Let me see what the is going on with Trump. Trump getting ran up on right now. And we're gonna get into that a little deeper right now. But it's gonna now I'm gonna tell y'all this gonna take a twist, but y'all got to follow me because I'm gonna bring it all around to the Boule and start explaining some of the black Boule to y'all before I go into this thing deeper. Okay, cool. Hood, Kobe was already, yeah. Oh yeah, he was, and that's in that. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and show y'all this right now again. And like I say, more put me up on it. It's in this right here, man, over there on Apollo's channel. Y'all need to go check that out. Y'all need to get and it got in there exactly what Hood talking about right there that I just put up. Okay. Hey, Hood. Okay, Hood. Oh, no wonder Jay-Z named that album. Yeah, bro. Listen, Hood, come fuck with us. We drop knowledge over here. And I got all the receipts. But see, keep locked in. I'm about to hit you with some more stuff that y'all not even ready for. Y'all not even ready for this. But you gonna know how this whole thing going. Okay, we did okay, now here we go. I'm about to hit this. Check this out, and I'm gonna come back with some comments.
One of the two have to realize one is the alpha. And Elon didn't want to cave to Trump being the alpha amongst alphas. But the reality is he had to accept it from day one. If you're doing this, you have to understand that Trump is the alpha, not you, in this setting. And it's unfortunate because this happens on sports teams, this happens in families, this happens in countries, this happens in a lot of different places. It doesn't mean the alpha is not going to stumble and make mistakes. Mm-hmm. It doesn't mean that the bill is a good bill. It could mean you're right, that the bill sucks, but it means he's the alpha. You have to save the respect of the alpha. You have to save that image of the alpha. Privately, you say, this fucking sucks. You don't do it this way. You don't do it this way because there's a lot of people that are innocent family people that are right now. Like, you just don't do it this way. This is not a good move. This is not a good move. And you know, what happened the last 4 years? If you put the most important people the last 4 years, number one is Trump. Number two is Elon. What he did with X. He's right there.
Oh yeah.
But you're not the guy.
And you can see PBD is kind of emotional where like, what's wrong with you, Musk? What is on your mind? Now I see your comments, give me a minute. What I want y'all to think about is when Trump went over there to meet with the three kingdoms over there in the Middle East. He took Musk with him, and he took all of the top corporations with him over there. And then I even did a video, and I did a play-by-play to show y'all how the states, the corporations operate with each other and sign agreements. Then I showed the state of, I believe it was Qatar and the United States making the deal and signing off on it. Then I showed you that the sovereign of Qatar, the king, signed a separate agreement with the president of the United States, showing you right there that the president's interest is in the interest of the nation state. I also played a video showing you in the time of war that the legislative branch hands over all power to the executive branch, because the executive branch represents the entity of the sovereign nation of the United States of America. At that time, his interest is never you. The legislative body's interest is supposed to be yours, and they negotiate on your behalf. You give your sovereignty to them, and actually you become property when you do it, but that's a whole nother subject. Okay? Now, this next, I'm gonna get these comments. This next wave I'm gonna go to is about 3 videos before we wrap it up. But it's gonna go deep. It's gonna be almost like silly season, as I like to say. But it's gonna go real deep, and y'all got to follow me, man. Because I'm on, listen, we about to go whoop, we going deep. So you got to follow me. Let me get these comments before I do. Okay. Okay, who appreciate you. I appreciate that you tuned in. Hope you're still out there because I'm about to take you on a deep dive. Excuse me, I don't know what the hell wrong with me. I hope you got you a notepad, man, to write down something. I'm about to hit you hard, Hood. What we got here? My brother Sosa. What's up with Elon having that black eye? More and more coming out about it. They say that him and Besic, the Treasury Secretary, got into a fight up in the Oval Office. Besic was calling him a fraud, and then Elon was mad because of the cuts he made in Doge. The president didn't apply them right now. So Besic calling, I think that's his name, calling Elon a fraud, and Elon posted like did an old rugby South African move him and ran his shoulder into him, and them jokers was fighting all out the Oval Office up the hall, and after that, Trump found out about it, and that's when he asked Elon to leave. Excuse me for a minute, y'all. I got to clear my doggone throat, man. I don't know what the hell wrong with. Excuse me for a minute. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay. Got my brother Job in here. What's good with you, Job? You been quiet today. I ain't heard from you that much. Okay, I got my brother Moore up in here, put me up on this thing. Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry, I'm going through a thing over here. My great grandmother was a Mason. I remember all the dream books and Mason books and the stuff like that. All those people used to come see her, and I heard her. Yeah, listen, Moore. You know, we was already talking about the Boule, and I put you up on that one word. I got the whole structure of how our government and all that was based on that whole thing there, but I'm about to touch on some of that. I don't want to give too much of away. I know you didn't peek at it already. You know, what else you got here, more? Why now all this stuff going coming out about the Boule, especially the last 2 years? I'm gonna say this. If you go back and look at the Boule is a Greek term. We hear in Boule as if it has something to do with only black people. No, the Boule is a Greek term. It's a Hellenistic term. The Greeks didn't have a country. Let's clarify that. The Greeks had city-states, not states, but city-states like Detroit is, Chicago, city-states. And each one of these city-states had a separate boule for each one. So the boule is just not a group. The boule is a legislative group over individual city-states. And I'm going to challenge you because each boule has a responsibility. And I'm going to show y'all some of that in just 1 minute. I see you got Eastern Star right there, my brother. But Eastern Star is the women, I believe. I'm about to show you something in a minute. Just be patient with me. I'm going to put on for you today, Hood. Just give me a minute. Let me see. Trump just federalized National Guard. You got to send me something on that, Ja. You've been holding out today. Let me see. What we got? Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina. They round. Okay. I'm gonna have to jump off these comments a minute, y'all, so we can go ahead and cook some more. Let me see, Ja. Plus this June 14th parade, a lot of hardware. Yeah. Okay. City states, right. Oh, yeah. Listen, Hood, keep hold of your pen and your pencil. I'm about to show you something in a minute, and it's gonna come quick. Okay. What we got? Facts, like Congress or consul. That's exactly, the boule was a form of consul for each city state. But we about to go deep, y'all. Hold on. Listen, I told y'all before. Let me show you again. More just grab this joint. I'm not just trying to sell y'all something, man. See, y'all tapped in. Y'all enlightened. You need to get this book right here. I'm gonna read the back of it. This I can't see that good. The Spiritual Currency by Donald Tompkins explores how ancient religion beliefs have influenced modern economic systems. The book examines how religious doctrines shape early financial practices, including banks, trade, ethics, if I'm saying this right, and concepts of debt and credit. It delves into how institutions rooted in, I mean, y'all can see the rest because this thing's so small and I can barely see it, and I got glasses on. But I'm telling you, and it gives you the history of, and it talks about how the boule got to start. The boule is not the initial one. I'm telling you, I'm giving y'all game, man. I'm giving y'all straight up game. Okay, here to go the camera thing. Hold on a minute, y'all. Y'all know what I got to do. Okay, I'm back like dun 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 dun. So okay, now where we at now? Okay, now we about to get off into something. I need y'all to follow me, and I need y'all to pay attention. I got about, let me see, I got 2 clips, a total of 3. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna play this final one. I'm gonna play that right now before I get into the other 2. Then I'm gonna play the final one again, and then I'm gonna give y'all game. Have your pencil ready. So here we go. This is the final, but I'm about to play it now, just so you can see, just to get you in the mood of where I'm going.
So from the Rothschilds to the Lee family are protected by the 9 Black Greek secret societies of Black fraternities and Black sororities. Well, in the 1969 book, The History of Sigma Pi Phi, Alpha Phi Alpha protects the Rothschilds. Kappa Alpha Psi protects the Oppenheimers. Omega Psi Phi protects the Warburgs. Phi Beta Sigma protects the Rockefellers. Iota Phi Theta protects the Astor family. Alpha Kappa Alpha protects the Bilderbergs. Delta Sigma Theta protects the Habsburg family that exists to this day. Zeta Phi Beta, another Boule secret society, protects the Sassoons. And Sigma Gamma Rho, RHO, protects the Lee family. Wait a minute now. So you have 9 black Greek letter secret societies. And if you guys heard Kamala Harris when she was in Vegas during the campaign, to my divine 9 sisters, what she's talking about, the Greek pan-Hellenic divine 9.
She said that?
She said that.
Now, keep in mind, the Brotherhood already said something about Eastern Star, but keep in mind, Divine 9. I'm going to play that video again just before I blow y'all wig back. Now, we're going in silly season. Here we go.
So what is so powerful about this, that the 9 knights of the round table represents the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Oppenheimers, the Bilderbergs, the Habsburgs, the Council on Foreign Relations, Trilateral Commission, Club of Rome, Committee of 300, the Hidden Hand, in the Council according to National Policy. So these families have a massive interest in the global pharmaceutical industrial complex. And I got to tell you, my friend, it does not matter what color you are. It doesn't matter how much money you have. If you get in the way of profits, they will simply take you out. Also, the immaculate deception of history.
The immaculate deception of history. Now, you heard him say something about pharmaceuticals. Now, I'm going to play the next video that's we talking about pharma, because he's going to actually get into drugs, the drug economy, and all of that. But first, please give me some thumbs up, give me some hearts, give me some subscriptions and follows and all that. But first, let me play another video for you to let me give you, the ones that don't know, my resume. So as I speak on this, you'll understand I know what I'm talking about. So let me give you my resume real quick. For those you already know, bear with it, but here we go. Chapo starts to tell me that he only dealt with one other black guy. And I can't remember what he said, the 90s or when. He said he dealt with one other black guy before. The black guy never cheated him. He said they did real good work, but then he just up and disappeared. He said he didn't owe him no money. He just disappeared. He never seen him. And he said that was the only black guy that he worked with. You're not going to disappear on me, are you? Like that. And I'm like, no, you know. I mean, I was like, yes. Listen, let me tell you something, my friend. I need you to know this. He said that at the end, this right here, he did it. He said must always end up in the hand of a black man.
What?
The cocaine must always end up in the hand of a black man.
What did you think he was trying to tell you?
It meant a whole lot more to me later. What he was telling me is that you are the most important variable. And if I have a direct link with you, like I had with the other black guy that I worked real good with, we made plenty of money. So he's giving me a history. I have worked with somebody black, so me and you could work together. And basically saying this guy made a lot of money, he just left. And I want you to know at the end, you are the most important variable because you have access to the market. So for you that don't know, that go. And like I say, my book is on Amazon, audio book, the whole 9. There it is with, the different volumes. And you can check out my whole story over there on Connect Podcast. There's almost 1 million views now. Now, let's get into this other one. Play this, and I'm going to take y'all down through there a little bit before I hit this final.
Why would the Sassoon family do this? And I have a friend of mine who's a retired judge in the Upper West Side of Manhattan. He said to me about 6 years ago, he said, Bishop, the gross domestic product of drugs in this country, if you would shut down the legal and the illegal drug trade in this country, the United States economy will fall. Because between 65 and 70% of the GDP of this country is not on oil, okay, or gas or electricity. It's on drugs.
65 to 75.
65 to 70%. And I didn't believe him at first. I said, wait a minute, explain that? He says 65 to 70% of our gross domestic product depends on the legal and the illegal drug trade in the United States.
Okay, now, you had 13, when you watch this whole video, the one I told you about, he talks about the 13 families. But let me remind you, when you got your colonies over here, each one of your colonies was started with a charter from the London Company. The London Company gave birth to the Plymouth Company and the Virginia Company. All these paperworks were written up by the chief judge of England at the time and your top attorneys. And these charters were given by King James. I believe the same King James of the Bible, the King James version of the Bible. And there were 13 colonies. Now, when you go into the order of things, we're going to go the Boule I. And I'm going to show you something about these Boule I. They're all legislative bodies, but they're over certain things. And when I do one on the Boule I, I'm going to give y'all the whole scoop on it from the Greeks, but the Greeks were not even the one that started it. Okay, but I'm going to take you way back. So each three families will represent a legislative body over, let's say, the judges. Another three will represent, let's say, over the military industrial complex. You see what I'm saying? Now he's speaking about the 9 families. He's not speaking about the 4. The 4 would be basically your regional powers of your Christopher Columbus, which you find out his last name was not Columbus, it was Cologne. That would be a regional power over the other ones. But you have 4. And if you know numerology, the number of 4 is the number for order. And after you get that, the process repeats itself again. That's why there's an even 1 for your 13. 12 is even, 13 is 1, because it starts the process all over again. Eternal repetition, but we'll go more into that later. So what I'm trying to tell you, he's speaking about the different families and the drugs and saying how it's the biggest part of the economy. This is what I said. I'm bringing tons of drugs over from Mexico into the country. I'm not bragging about this. I'm making a point. But what I used to notice when we used to have extended droughts, there would be no money in the hoods. Restaurants would start closing and all type of things. Restaurants, your hair salons and all that. And I started figuring out that the money in the street is not coming from up top. The money up top, with the whole theory of trickle-down effect, never hits the street. And when it does, it's through the corporations. And what to tell you, with a corporation, the smallest expense is labor. So we would be bringing fresh money into the game. And I started noticing that. And I'm bringing in the type of work that if I stop bringing, I can cause droughts. That's the kind of power I had over that life at one time. And I started to notice that with what I was doing. So what he spoke about the judge saying what he was saying, that's absolute facts that I know personally. Let me get this comment, and then I'm going to play that final video again, and then I'm going to hit y'all with some heavy shit. I hope you're ready, and I hope you got your pencils, because when I give you this, I want y'all to go back and research it yourself, and you're going to be surprised on what you find. Okay, here we go. What we got? Oh, damn. So did I hit this? Yeah, babe, I'm over here cooking. I'm cooking. What we got, Ja? Drugs is how they, yeah, that's absolutely correct. Money laundering. That's exactly what it is. As I told people before, example, then I'm going to play this last joint, and I'm going to hit y'all with this hard shit, hit you with the high and the heat. Like I was told, one of the videos I did before, if you're running a gambling game, we all in the gambling. The house cut, each hand. Eventually, we play long enough, who wins? All the money, the house. So the only way the game continue, somebody got to come knock at the door and say, I want to play. That's fresh money into the game. That's what the drug business is. That's fresh money into the game that the government or the system was not anticipating. And it pumps it in by the billions. It ends up getting sucked up by the top anyway, but it finances pretty much everything at the bottom. Where the people moving at the top, they get to keep every damn thing. But that's another subject for another day. I'm gonna play the final video again that I already played, and then I'm about to hit y'all with some serious facts. Have your pens and pencils ready for this. Here we go.
So from the Rothschilds to the Lee family are protected by the 9 Black Greek secret societies of Black fraternities and Black sororities. Well, in the 1969 book, The History of Sigma Pi Phi, Alpha Phi Alpha protects the Rothschilds. Kappa Alpha Psi protects the Oppenheimers. Omega Psi Phi protects the Warburgs. Phi Beta Sigma protects the Rockefellers. Iota Phi Theta protects the Astor family. Alpha Kappa Alpha protects the Bilderbergs. Delta Sigma Theta protects the Habsburg family that exists to this day. Zeta Phi Beta, another Boule secret society, protects the Sassoons. And Sigma Gamma Rho, RHO, protects the Lee family. Wait a minute now. So you have 9 Black Greek letter secret societies. And if you guys heard Kamala Harris when she was in Vegas during the campaign, to my divine 9 sisters, what she's talking about, the Greek Pan-Hellenic divine 9.
She said that?
She said that.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. I hope you're all ready. Divine 9. Now, he named off 9 Black Boule fraternity sororities that's protecting the other. Okay, now let me show it is. She gave a shout out to the Divine 9. Have you ever heard of the 9 Muse? I believe I pronounced that right. Check this out. Y'all take a screenshot of that, do whatever you need to do. The 9 muses in Greek mythology are sister goddesses of inspiration, music, and arts. You see it right there. That word right there, gentlemen and ladies, is the buttress of the word music. That word right there, ladies and gentlemen, is the buttress of the word museum. They were based on the feminine principle. Okay, you got that. Screenshot it. I see the comment. Give me a minute. Now I'm about to show you the names of the goddesses of the Divine 9 and show you the names and what each one of them were responsible for. Are you ready? Oh, you know what? Let me show you the goddesses first. There go your goddesses, ladies and gentlemen. That's your Divine 9. The 9 muses of Greek mythology. Take a screenshot of that if you need to. Okay, now we're going to pour this down. Let me go ahead and do a shameless plug. Don't forget about me, y'all. I'm trying to put you on. Go over there on Amazon, check that thing out, man. It's right there. Let me get the comments, and then I'm going to hit you with what's going to blow your mind, and I'm going to give you a little more history before I slide on out the door on you. We got the comments. Where we at? Okay, C Money. Man, C Money hit my ass up yesterday. I didn't see it when I just posted up, but I was going to do it. C was like, man, come on, stop pushing. Go and do the damn thing. I didn't see it to the day. But what's up, C? Dude, I just watched that whole video a couple of days ago that posted, the pastor exposed the family that runs. Listen here. Go back, watch this one, because I'm filling in all the blanks. Matter of fact, I need to give a shout out to Apollo again on that. You know what I'm saying, and show that. But yeah, everybody needs to watch that, man. Everybody needs to watch that. Okay. Amigo, What's happening with your baby? Ain't seen you in a minute. What's shaking? Glad you got a chance to fall through there. Come fuck with us. That's what's up. Okay. C-Dub. Okay, Jones. Oh, okay. Okay. What's Primo, you are doing? Man, and you know what? I appreciate you for that, brother. I really appreciate you for that because I don't be getting no damn views. But even my baby and mama know I talk to about this all the time. I'm like, man, it'd be hard. I'd be dropping this, but I'm just led to do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm led to do it. But it ain't about me. But see, I appreciate you on that. I appreciate you on that. Amigo, you got to start coming through here more, man. We don't see you much. We don't see you much. Okay. Now I'm about to hit y'all with this last joint now. Don't fall off on me. I'm 24. It's a reason why. Oh, you know what, brother? You absolutely right. You absolutely right. Because you where the seed is supposed to go. You where the seed is supposed to go. For sure, bro. You absolutely right. Young, too. That's what's up. Nah. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Migo. For real. And that's always, brother. That's always. And I thank you. And I appreciate you for the love, family. Appreciate you. Now, here we go, fellas and ladies. There's the responsibility of each goddess of the muse, the divine nine, so to speak. That's what each goddess is over. And if you notice, it's over history, poetry, rhetoric, everything having to do with divine hymns, sacred poetry, sacred, spiritual, astronomy, astrology, science. Peep that out now, people. Take a screenshot of that. That's your divine nine. That's what that is. Let me run that video back one more time. I'm not trying to beat a dead horse. Even the dead horse deserves it. Let me run it back. So when I run it back, you're going to see it different this time. And then I'm going to drop a little more for you, and I'm going to slide on you after I catch that comment up there.
So from the Rothschilds to the Lee family are protected by the 9 Black Greek secret societies of Black fraternities and Black sororities. Well, in the 1969 book, The History of Sigma Pi Phi, Alpha Phi Alpha protects the Rothschilds. Kappa Alpha Psi protects the Oppenheimers. Omega Psi Phi protects the Warburgs. Phi Beta Sigma protects the Rockefellers. Iota Phi Theta protects the Astor family. Alpha Kappa Alpha protects the Bilderbergs. Delta Sigma Theta protects the Habsburg family that exists to this day. Zeta Phi Beta, another Boule secret society, protects the Sassoons. And Sigma Gamma Rho, RHO, protects the Lee family. Wait a minute now. So you have 9 Black Greek letter secret societies. And if you guys heard Kamala Harris when she was in Vegas during the campaign, to my divine 9 sisters, what she's talking about, the Greek Pan-Hellenic divine 9.
She said that?
She said that.
Before I get that comment, let me remind you of something. What did Malcolm X say? Malcolm X say, we are the only people that our leaders are comedians, singers, athletes. What other people you know that leaders are comedians, actors, singers, and athletes? There's no other community that have leaders like that. But I showed you the divine 9, right? He said that. No one else has leaders like that but us. And then what did I tell you? I told you that the Boule comes from the Greek. Each Boule was over individual city-states. Each city-state had a Boule, or as my brother Josh said, a council or a form of Congress called the Boule that legislated each city-state. So if I'm telling you that a Boule is assigned to a city-state and you find out there's a goddamn black Boule, what does that mean? That's how they became your leader, because a Boule is a legislative group for a city. So we have a figurative city or figurative state that they put comedians and, okay, I'm cooking. What did I tell you? The Divine Nine was? What are they over? They over music. They over acting, divine hymns, dancing, comedy. Follow me, people, we're cooking. But the other Boule, in which the brother Bishop said through Apollo, let me show the joint again, just the video right here, the whole thing. Everybody needs to watch this. Give me some likes and thumbs up and hearts, y'all out there. I appreciate you. This right here is the brother Apollo. I call him the brother because he put on for us in this particular joint right here, his episode here. But what I'm telling you is this. They got us over that. The other Boule that they protecting, those are the ones over your military. Those are the ones over your generals. Those are the ones over your army. Those are the ones over your judicial system. Now, let me show you this again, because I'm cooking. Divine Nine. I'm about to say something that's probably going to be disturbing to y'all. These are all females. The word muses, where the word music comes from, it's the feminine principle. Museum comes from that word. But I have a word for you called serapeum. Serapeum is where the as-em of mu, museum, which is feminine, comes from. And there was a god in that serapeum named Serapis. I'm cooking. And adjacent to the serapeum was a library that y'all call Alexandria. The word museum or museum comes from muse, that comes from another word, which I'm not going to give you right now, because that word will lead you to the state-sponsored program that Ptolemy Soter means savior, put together as they translated books and all these things of this sort from the Hellenistic period. The Hellenistic period started from the Serapeum and Serapis. I told this to more, and I'm going to drop it on y'all now, and I'm going to check the 2 comments right there. The Boule is not the beginning. The Boule are established to enforce the decisions of the ecclesia, Greek word. Same as your ecclesiastics in the Bible. Now, this is what I'm going to do. I wasn't going to do this, but I'm going to do it. Let me see if I can find this. Because it's important that you know who the ecclesia was. Because that word ecclesia, when you look it up, it means to come out of or to be called out from. Okay? Let me see if I can find this, because I want y'all to get this. I want y'all to get it, because this is going to blow your mind. But it's going to help you understand what we're faced with and what we're looking at. Okay, dig. I'm going to get your comments, but check this out real quick. Okay. The school, which pitted itself against the Gnosticism, assumed the name ecclesia. This name at once identified the purpose of which the organization was created, to seize control of government, that it might exploit mankind for profit and for its own glorification. Temporal power, meaning world power, was the church goal. Church goal. The name ecclesia was derived from the Greek. The significance, the legislative body which governed ancient Athens long before Christianity was invented. Let me check your comments, and I'm gonna go on ahead and slide out y'all way because I'm cooking a little too heavy right now. What's up, Migo? You know the cream rises to the top. Always, family, always. And I appreciate that. Even when you were doing your for show, you was doing it for the attention. It just turned out. I mean, but at the end of the day, all we can do is be thankful to the Most High, because we all do what we do, you know, and we try to make the best of it, man. You know what I'm saying? Try to make the best of it. So I'm just trying to follow my heart and do what I'm led to do, to try to give back. But the thing about it, while I was doing all that madness, I've always been a damn nerd on the low. For real, Migo. For real. What you got, Hood? Nine Muse, Divine Nine. I'm lost. Give me some more on that, Hood. Appreciate you, Sosa. Appreciate you. What you say, see? We must protect. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Just trying to give back, brothers. Just trying to give back, man. And like you the future, bro. You 24, you young, man. You young. And that's what's up. That's good stuff. But there's an awakening that's coming for the people in general, man. And it's really in you, in your generation. Y'all see things differently and y'all question. And that's a wonderful thing, man. That's a powerful thing. But yo, even baby mama giving you some love, see. All day, Sosa, all day, and I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that. But what I need y'all to do, man, seriously, because I really want to get into some more serious stuff with y'all, man. And I appreciate y'all being patient with me as I try to drop this. But this book right here, man, y'all really need to get it. It's in audio and it's in ebook. If you buy the audio ebook together, it's a much cheaper price. It's not even expensive. And as you listening to the audio book, follow along with what's being read in the ebook, because you need to see it as it's being read. It's deep. I'm giving you history for 60 pages, going all the way back to the Persians, the Buddha over there, the Buddhism, Hindu, and the Egyptians. And I'm bringing you back forth through it all. And it's all going to go into a chapter that's called Heaven's Debits, Earth's Credits. And if you watched, which some of y'all did, watch this video from the brother Apollo right here. This Apollo right there, that's his channel. And that's it. If you watch that, the bishop goes into Christianity or the church being a tax system. But this is going to show you how it became a tax system, because it's going to show you that it's nothing more than an accounting system. That's game, fellas and ladies. But I'm gonna go and get out your way. I went deeper than what I was planning to go, but maybe it's for a reason. I do want to do a video called Boule I with Greek on the side and black on the other, and come give you all the game. Look into that word ecclesia, and you're gonna see the game. But as always, trying to fuck with you. Hope you continue to fuck with me. And I always end this the same way. Family, we got next. Deuces.